Yo, what up? It's your boy, I Sleep Too Late, and here we are once again playing some MTGO Vintage on MTGO Vintage on MTGO. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. We got a One Ring. We should keep this hand and try to land a turn One Ring. I think that's the plan. They are a Lurrus deck, so I totally expect this to get countered, but we are playing a casual deck in a league. So I don't think it's like, a hard ask for me to just have fun and just see if we can resolve a One Ring on turn one. It would be nice to see that. Would also be nice to see us doing other stuff too. If any of these Moxen get countered, we can just wasteland their land and be like, okay, whatever. But I do like me a One Ring. Let's get countered. Oh, wait, shoot. Oh, they're going to concede? I love it. I love this. They didn't have a counterspell. Turn One Ring. Easy dubs. Easy game one steal. We are 1-1 in this league, so don't expect me to be like, ooh, we gotta win this, and try to get a trophy. Again, my job is not to try to get a trophy. I already got a trophy on Vintage, so I already proved that to myself. I just wanted to have fun, and really, that's all I care about. My trophy was playing Lurrus, and honestly, Lurrus is kind of boring. I mean, it's a good deck, but there's so many more interesting decks out there. And so, I think that people playing Lurrus are definitely doing the right thing. But I think it's good. It's important to be good at other deck archetypes because there's a lot of decks that do better or that beat Lurrus, right? Lurrus is not the end all be all, and I think we have to be aware of that. Now let's bring in Void Mirrors. I think this is going to be good against Paradoxical Outcome, and I think we should also bring in Mindbreak Traps because that's also good. I think One Ring is excellent because that won us the game last time. I think we can probably cut like a Lotus Petal. I think that's the weakest Mox. Kind of, sort of Mox, and then we can think about cutting the Crucible, maybe going down to one Crucible, and I mean, we have to cut 4 cards here. Let's cut a Manifold Key. You know what? Oh, we do have the Time Vault. Okay, cool. We do have Time Vault. We should probably keep the Time Vault key combo, and maybe go down to like 2 Underground Seas, and maybe like 3 One Rings, and maybe 3 Scrolling Crawlers. Just to go a little bit light on the creatures and more on the hate pieces. I think that that's going to be crucial, and we're not really losing too much by going down from 4 to 3 Scrolling Crawlers. They also don't know what deck we're playing. Alright, this is a decent hand. Let's keep this. We can discard the Bazaar and try to land either a Time Twister or a Void Mirror. I kind of favor the Time Twister, seeing as they... No, actually, Void Mirror is going to be pretty important, right? Because it's gonna help against, like, Force of Will stuff. Alright, well, they got the Saga. If we can get, like, a Strip Mine or a Wasteland, I'd be pretty happy. And that would make us pivot our strategy a little bit. Time Vault. Alright, well, I still think we should go Mox Emerald. And let's try to play out our Moxen. It does mean we lose to Mindbreak Trap, but so it goes. We'll go Urborg just to get that stuff. I think that Void Mirror is going to be pretty essential here. Let's see if they counter it. I think they want to counter this, but I don't know if they have the guts to do it, because they probably are like, oh, I have a Force of Will, I can counter this, but then there's nothing I can do after beyond that. And they can't even hard cast it, so let's see what they do here. Oh, Consign. Sure. Yeah, I don't have any responses to this. I kind of want to, like, Twister next turn, but I know that that wouldn't be ideal. If we can get a Psychic Frog, if we can get another land, we can go Psychic Frog plus Time Vault, and that would be pretty decent. All we need to do is find a tutor for, you know, the key. Or we can just wheel ourselves into one. I don't play any tutors in this deck, I don't think. Except for, like, Saga. But again, like, the Time Vault key combo is not, like, essential to this deck. Okay, that's why they countered it, because they had the Paradoxical Outcome. Well, I expect us to lose. But we should probably not F6 in case they have a wheel. I don't think they have wheels, but you never know. All right, are we about to concede here? If let's see if we get a turn. If we don't get a turn, then it doesn't matter. If they play another Paradoxical Outcome, I'm inclined to just concede, but I also think that might be premature. Okay, they're gonna put Lurrus in their hand. They're gonna cast it, and yeah, I mean, this is pretty crazy, right? Plus, I have the Urborg, which benefits them. We can still Time Twister here, so it's not over. Yeah, let's do what we said we were gonna do and just cast the Psychic Frog, and then follow that up with the Time Vault. Alright, I'm out of game decisions, so we're just gonna F6 here and see what happens. Oh, they're gonna crack the fetch land. Interesting. I could see an argument to doing that if you want, like, you're fixing, I guess. But oh, I shouldn't F6 here because we have a Psychic Frog we can activate. But we are going to be taking a lot of damage here. It's going to go up to 7/7 Bauble. They can play the Bauble, recast it. Yeah, it's pretty strong. But we do nullify all of that with Time Twister, which is nice. All we need is, like, to Twister into a key, and then we win. Well, not quite. They can counter us. All right, they time walked. All right, well, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, we can still technically Twister into something. So I think I'm gonna hold off on conceding just yet, and seeing if we can find it in ourselves to wheel into something good. Chain of Vapor. All right, well, that does lose us the game, so we're gonna go ahead and concede here. Moving on to game 3. I don't think... Alright, sorry everyone, I got to get cut off there. I actually had to cut off this thing a couple times. I mulliganed twice, and basically what you missed was I didn't change anything in the sideboard. So, I don't know why this got cut off. That was really weird. But anyway, we had to mulligan to 5 because we didn't have any, like, lands. We would have been mana screwed. But so it goes. We're not doing too well here with the start of this third game. But it's too soon to say for sure. I mean, we just have to find a second mana source. If we don't, then we might have to concede early. Alright, they got a Force of Will. So that makes things a lot worse for us. I mean, we could, if we have another mana source, we could Void Mirror here. But we might end up just conceding early, depending on what we draw. If they blow up the Mox Diamond, certainly I will concede. Recall, yeah. It's not looking good, considering they have a Force of Will. Lorien revealed, okay. Alright, well, I have a feeling we're going to lose. So, I have a feeling we're going to lose because we mulliganed twice and then we didn't get very far. Let's just see one more card, and if we don't find a land, we'll just concede. Because, I mean, we can still cast a 2-drop next turn, but then we get countered, right? And then it's like, we have 2 mana and they have like 4 mana or like a million mana right now. So let's just see one more card, and if it's like a workshop or something, we could cast Void Mirror. Is it worth it though? I think that we're gonna lose. I think it's safe to say we'll lose, but let's just see one more card anyway. All right, that makes me want to concede. That makes me concede. All right, so that was a GG from my opponent having the removal spell for the Mox Diamond. Um, yeah, the deck is good. I think that we just are like having bad hands, and our opponents are playing really well too. Like I said, I think that we're facing really strong opponents here. We can definitely win games if we change the deck a little bit. I think that we need to do a little bit better job with the sideboard and maybe try to include things like Tinker in this deck. And I still want to do the workshop thing. I think we're gonna end up maybe having like some more like memory jar is a good option. But anyway, just running some ideas by y'all. Let me know in the comments if you have any other ideas. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I make a lot of vintage content. I've been doing that a lot lately, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.